Yep, it's officially that time now. I'll open this up. I'm taking some swig, talking about Meg 2, The Trench. The sequel to the hit film from 2018, which definitely a sold advertised a big, dumb, over the top shark movie that has like the budget of a blockbuster but the script of a Sci Originals TV movie. I thought I would have just like a hour 55-minute dose of nonsense before I ended up covering some of the other films have lined up for November. So let's begin. The film, which sees surviving members of the previous S film's events and reprise their roles, especially Jason Statham as Taylor, picks up fittingly a few years where after the first film left off, where in the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the entire planet, that they've discovered prehistoric megalodons, which are even larger than the one in the first film, which sounds delightfully absurd as I have described it, and and I could definitely understand why it proved to be a a quite the another one of those successes, as in the sense of being a big dumb August this blockbuster film. It the budget is fairly in line with the first film, about $130 million, give or take a few million or so above or below. Oh, and it grossed back nearly $40 million worldwide, a lot of that coming from China, much like how the first film made its money back there, has a lot of popular stars from the People's Republic, and so if we ever do see like a third one in the near future, can thank them for it. Yeah. I mean, looking at this, as since it came on Max, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it kind of reminds me of what Pauline Kael once said about there seldom being great art that we cannot appreciate great trash. And let me tell you, this is definitely a worthy of a raccoon feasting on outside of a Joe's Crab Shack. I mean, on top of what I've also mentioned, there are sea monsters in play. Hey, they have dinosaurs in the mix as well, and and unlike another one which I might consider looking at that's on Netflix, this one actually fully embraces the absurdity of a whole concept. I mean, and it's definitely one like best enjoy with have one of these in your hands, and if possible, some people online as well making fun of it over Skype or Discord. I mean, I did watch some of those ones that were much cheaper on Sci-Fi a long time ago. Like a lot of them were terrible, but they were also hilarious. There's like one that also had a megalodon where, but what they did was they infamously superimposed it was like the boat over footage of a real shark. They couldn't even afford like to do bad CG of their own shark. I'm wondering a few things when I saw that, even when I was 11. Like, okay, did the boat shrink? Did the shark grow? Or is movie something taking place in the Mario universe? Is all I gotta ask. I don't even mind like the cartoon human villains in this film that Jason ends up fighting as well throughout the runtime. Where basically they're chomping at the scenery. Hey, like they're playing like live action Captain Planet villains. So there is just something highly satisfying about seeing them get become Shark Chow out more or less. Like as I pointed out, like that one guy in Jurassic World Dominion correctly predicted he'd be Dino Chow, and sure enough, he got his arms, his head bitten off in the scene in Malta, I mean. But I'm getting ahead of myself. And bottom line, this is obviously not going to be on the list of my favorite films this year. It's not one I'd recommend just for the sake of it. It is, but it is very much a big, dumb creature feature, or delivering what advertised. I mean, it's gleefully absurd, and I can't say I didn't have fun with it, man. So I'd give it like a 3.5 out of 5 on a quality scale, but it definitely has much more teeth than that. As on the case of just being entertainingly goofy. Yeah. Anyway, I know this is once again switching up videos I planned for this evening, but rest assured, you'll definitely see a couple video game related videos this weekend, as well as a couple Halloween related ones that are going to be unscripted on both All Hallows Eve and Halloween night. We'll just have to wait and see what they are, though. That'll be all for now, so take care, everyone.